You could literally feel the tension through the screen. The arena lights were bright. The crowd in the building was electric. And sitting at the table in the middle of the ring were two men who used to trust each other. But what happened next? Nobody expected it to go that far. Because what looked like a simple contract signing between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes on WWE SmackDown turned into one of the most brutal betrayals we've seen in WWE in a very long time. And the craziest part? You could actually see the moment everything snapped. But before we break down that shocking attack, I want to ask you something. If you were sitting in that arena watching live, would you have trusted Randy Orton in that moment? Or did you already know something bad was about to happen? Drop your answer in the comments right now. Because when Cody Rhodes walked down the ramp that night, he looked confident, focused, determined. The crowd erupted as his music hit, and you could tell immediately that this wasn't just another contract signing segment. This was personal, very personal. Across the ring sat Randy Orton, calm, silent, and almost too relaxed. If you've watched Orton long enough, you know that look. It's the same expression he had right before he betrayed Triple H. The same cold stare before he destroyed Edge. The same eerie calm before some of the most vicious RKO moments in WWE history. And Cody Rhodes? He should have known better. But Cody grabbed the microphone first. And what he said changed the energy instantly.
He talked about respect.
He talked about legacy. And he talked about how both of them had carried WWE on their backs in different eras. Cody said something that actually made the crowd pause. He said, "Randy, when I came back to WWE, you were one of the few people I believed would understand what this journey meant to me." You could see Orton nod slightly, but his eyes never changed.
Cold.
Emotionless. Watching. Waiting. Then Cody continued. He said the match they were about to sign for wasn't just about winning. It was about proving who truly deserved to stand at the top of WWE. That statement got a huge reaction from the crowd. Because fans love both of these guys. But they also know one thing. Randy Orton doesn't share the spotlight. And that's when Randy slowly picked up the microphone. He leaned forward. And the arena suddenly became quiet. Orton started slowly.
Calmly.
Almost respectfully. He said he had watched Cody's entire journey. From being the son of Dusty Rhodes, to leaving WWE, to rebuilding himself, and finally returning as one of the biggest stars in the company. Orton admitted something surprising. He said Cody Rhodes had earned his respect. The crowd actually applauded. For a moment, it felt like this might actually be one of the rare peaceful contract signings in WWE history. But if you've watched WWE long enough, you know that never happens. And right before signing the contract, Randy Orton said something that sent chills through the arena. He said, "But Cody, respect doesn't mean mercy." The crowd instantly reacted. You could hear people shouting, some cheering, some nervous. And then Cody smirked slightly. He leaned into the mic and responded with something bold. He said, "Randy, I wouldn't want mercy from you anyway." The tension exploded. The fans were loving every second of it. Then Cody grabbed the contract, signed it, and slammed the pen down on the table. The crowd cheered loudly. Now it was Randy Orton's turn. He slowly picked up the contract, looked at it, looked at Cody, and then signed his name. At that exact moment, the match was official. The crowd started chanting. But something strange happened. Orton didn't stand up. Instead, he just kept staring at Cody. And that's when Cody extended his hand. A handshake. A sign of respect. And this is where everything went wrong. Before we get to the brutal attack, I want to ask you another question. Do you think Cody Rhodes was naive to offer Randy Orton that handshake? Or do you think he was trying to prove he wasn't afraid? Let me know in the comments. Because the next few seconds were absolutely insane. Randy Orton slowly stood up. He looked down at Cody's hand. The crowd was buzzing.
Would he shake it?
Would he refuse? Or would he attack? For a moment, it actually looked like Orton might shake his hand. He reached out. The crowd leaned forward. And then,
boom.
Out of nowhere, RKO. The entire arena exploded. Cody Rhodes didn't even see it coming. 1 second he was standing. The next second, he was face first on the mat. But Randy Orton wasn't finished. Not even close. The officials rushed toward the ring, trying to stop him. But Orton shoved the table aside violently. He grabbed Cody by the head, pulled him up, and hit another RKO. The crowd went insane. Some people were cheering. Others were screaming. Because this wasn't just an attack. This was a statement. But Orton still wasn't done. He dragged Cody toward the ropes. And then something happened that made the entire arena gasp. Orton started stomping.
Hard.
Repeatedly. Targeting Cody's neck and shoulder. Fans who know Orton's history immediately realized what he was doing. He was trying to injure Cody before their match even happened. Security flooded the ring. Referees were shouting. But Orton just snapped. He shoved everyone aside. And then grabbed a steel chair. The crowd started chanting.
No.
No. No. But Orton didn't care. He placed the chair under Cody's neck. The same brutal setup he used years ago against legends. And just when it looked like he might permanently injure Cody, officials finally tackled him. The arena erupted in chaos. But here's the terrifying part. Even while being held back, Randy Orton was smiling. That cold, calculating smile. The same smile that has haunted WWE for years. Cody Rhodes was barely moving in the ring. Medical staff rushed down the ramp. The crowd was completely stunned. And Randy Orton? He just stood on the ramp, watching, like a predator admiring the damage he had done. Now here's something interesting to think about. Was this attack planned the entire time? Or did Cody Rhodes' words earlier in the segment push Orton over the edge? Let me know your theory in the comments. Because moments like this are exactly why Randy Orton has been one of the most dangerous superstars in WWE history. For more than 2 decades, he's betrayed allies, destroyed rivals, and shocked the entire WWE Universe. Just think about some of the people he's turned on. Batista, John Cena, even his own Evolution teammates. And now, Cody Rhodes has officially joined that list. But what makes this situation even more intense is the timing. Cody Rhodes has been on one of the most emotional journeys in WWE. Everything he's done since returning has been about finishing his story, winning the biggest matches, carrying his father's legacy, and proving that he belongs at the very top of the company. But Randy Orton? He doesn't care about stories. He doesn't care about legacies. He only cares about one thing: dominance. And in Orton's mind, Cody Rhodes might be the biggest obstacle standing in his way. Which makes this rivalry incredibly dangerous. Because when Randy Orton becomes obsessed with destroying someone, he doesn't stop. Just ask people like Bray Wyatt or Jeff Hardy. And now the WWE Universe is asking one major question. Did Cody Rhodes underestimate Randy Orton? Or was this betrayal inevitable from the very beginning? Another question for you guys. Randy Orton finishing what he started. If their match happens after comment this attack, your prediction below. Who do you think wins? Because after what we witnessed Cody on Rhodes SmackDown, seeking revenge, this rivalry just became one of the most personal feuds in WWE right now. Cody Rhodes isn't the type of superstar who forgets things like this. He doesn't forgive attacks. He doesn't walk away from betrayals. He fights back. And when Cody Rhodes comes back looking for revenge, it's going to be explosive. But Randy Orton might actually want that. Because chaos, pain, and psychological warfare, that's where Randy Orton thrives. Which means the next time these two step into the same ring, anything could happen. Another RKO, another betrayal, or maybe the moment Cody Rhodes finally gets his revenge. And if you think that SmackDown contract signing was brutal, just imagine what their actual match might look like. Tables, steel chairs, possibly even a match that ends someone's career. Because when pride, legacy, and revenge collide in WWE, the result is never pretty. So, here's the final question for you. Was Randy Orton justified in attacking Cody Rhodes? Or did he just prove once again that he's the most dangerous snake in WWE? Let me know in the comments. And be honest, if you were Cody Rhodes after that brutal RKO, would you be thinking about revenge or survival? Because one thing is certain, after what happened on SmackDown, this war is only just beginning. And when Randy Orton strikes, nobody is ever truly ready for it.